So, as official podcast partners to the Cork City Marathon, we're delighted to introduce you to our first episode in the training plan towards the Cork City Marathon. That's a 16 weeks training plan. As announced, we have one of Cork's most well-known coaches on board. So we have Damian here, who's not the
Thank you.
most well-known coach. He's trying to get there, but Ken Nason of Leaville joins us, and Ken will work through us over the next 16 weeks, giving you plans and guidance along the way. So welcome, Ken. Delighted to
Delighted to
have
be
you.
here.
Yeah. So, Ken, just to introduce yourself, maybe as a starter.
Well, I was running, I retired from running good few years, but got involved in coaching over the last 10 years and loving doing it and loving helping people and getting a great kick out of that.
And Ken, what kind of distances are you coaching at the moment?
I could be coaching somebody running 400 meters all the way up to marathon for different levels.
And do you have a personal favorite?
The way I'll answer that is I have a personal favorite for a person who shows enthusiasm when I'm coaching them.
See,
Excellent. Good
that's what
answer.
I'd like to see. Yeah, it's like trying to pick a favorite child, isn't it? You just can't do it.
No, you can't do that.
Right. So we'll have a lot of people joining us who may have run marathons before and some running it for the first time ever this year in 2024 in Cork. So again, we'll try and make it as simple and as easy to follow as possible. So I think our plan is going to be from Monday. So Monday would be the first day through to Sunday. I suppose, Ken, if you want to start taking us through the first week's plan, maybe.
Yeah, okay. So plan would be Monday through Sunday, right? So kind of what we want to do is basically have people kind of build their base for the first couple of weeks where all the kind of runs, let's look at that as conversational pace, right? So say if we go from we'll have Monday as our rest day. Tuesday, we're going to run 20 to 25 minutes easy. Wednesday will be the same, 25 to 30 minutes easy. Thursday and Friday would be rest days. Saturday, 25 to 25 minutes easy. And then Sunday, we're looking at 50 minutes to 1 hour. Okay. So
sorry, no, Ken, just to cut across, like you say, conversational pace. Okay, so I'm going to give you an example. I'm going for 4.5 hours. Okay,
yeah.
So for people to know, like I roughly said it earlier, this plan is for roughly 4 hours to, 5.5, 6 hours, and people to get it, first time marathon runners and things like that.
Yeah.
What on a rough guide is my conversational pace?
So say for 5 hours, what we're looking at is in miles, and we're looking at 1220 to 1230. In kilometers, we're looking at 740 to 750, right? Per kilometer per mile. And for 4.5, we're looking at in miles like 1130 to 1140 pace. Kilometers 710 to 720 pace.
Okay. And the most important part in all of that, I think, is the fact that you should, and I know we use the term conversational pace, and what we mean by that is that if you have someone next to you, there should be conversation be able to have with zero issues, really, isn't it?
Yeah, and like as the weeks go on, people will may have questions like, "Oh, this pace, I didn't feel like I was working hard," and we'll answer them as you go along. And any issues going along, that will be all part of it when people get into their first week's training.
And just to let people know as well, in case they're wondering, so like these initial couple of weeks are about building a structure, building consistency, and let's say we'll get into more detail as we go along. So the first couple of weeks are going to be these simple, easy runs.
Yeah, the first 4 weeks will be kind of simple, just building that endurance, but keeping everything easy as a foundation to build towards where middle of the program it will get harder and things like that, and easier towards the latter stages when we're easing down.
Yeah, and like I think the most important thing for people, and for this, and this is the reason we're doing this kind of weekly episode now, is for people to come back to us and ask us questions that might benefit them in any way. Like people might know, Ken is also a sports therapist. Myself and Brian have been in the dungeon a few times recently, but ask us questions. If you're feeling something, if something's not right, we will try to do our best to give you the answers, because we're doing this to try to help everybody have the best experience in the Cork Marathon as they possibly can. We have Ken, who is, you know, a coach who is respected throughout the whole of Cork and Ireland, and I mean that genuinely. And you know, so I think use this now as anybody, just to get as much information as you possibly can.
Yeah.
And I just make the point as well that the plan is flexible as well. So like if someone is kind of saying, oh, I work Tuesday, so I can't do it Tuesday, well then, you know, this is flexible to your own working week, or, you know, if you need to do that on a Monday and rest. So like it's 4 days. Obviously, you would prefer to get the breaks in there between sessions, as you've called out earlier.
Yeah.
But again, there is some flexibility there. Obviously, if you can do your long run on a Saturday instead of the Sunday, then you flip it around, I suppose, and things like that.
Yeah, that'll be all part of the questions process where someone's working, they have to adjust, and they can ask us, is it okay to adjust this day or that day? And just embarking on injuries and problems and things like that, if you ask the lads any questions, like during the course of the 16 weeks, people will get problems out there. Should I park a run because I'm carrying this injury or that injury or a bit of tightness? Then the lads can kind of get those questions and they can get them to me, and I'll get the best answers I can towards them.
Excellent. I'm looking forward to this. I actually,
Yep.
I think this could be a great benefit to a lot of people, and for a lot of people to look back on and learn from as well. So, Ken, welcome aboard.
Thank you, guys.
We'll have to make sure that we get you a runner's diary top to, you know, finish off.
Well, I can't
Yeah.
look better looking than you guys like that.
No, it's very hard. I suppose just to let people know, we're going to release this. So this will go out on Friday the 9th. The plan again is for the week of the 12th to the 18th. So the week of the 12th to the 18th. And as Ken and Damian have both mentioned, you know, when we release this, if you have questions about anything we've just said, or if questions arise as the week goes on when you're out on your run, no matter what it is, send them in. And we, you know, as this needs to be interactive to get the most out of it for everybody. And again, if you have people who are running it that maybe aren't aware of it, make sure to spread the word and get this out there as well.
100%. Right. Perfect, Ken.
Perfect. Thanks, guys.
Good luck, and we'll catch you next week.
All right. Thank you, guys. All right.
Cheers.
Talk to you then. Bye.